Welcome to entry 11 of Guy Party Podcast. I am joined again this week by my buddy, Mr. Matt.
You keep making it sound like it's gonna be someone different.
Dude, when it is someone different, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? There'll be some eyebrows raised, hopefully.
Yeah, well,
but I always say joined as usual by my, as I said, the as usual thing. So
fair enough.
Anyway, this is Guy Party Podcast coming at you every week, talking about some video games, some movies, some comic stuff, anything we feel like talking about. Where can they find us, Matt?
That's a good question.
You can find us on Instagram, Guy_Potty_pod. Where else? And it's pretty much our website, guypartypodcast.com.
Guypartypod.
Guypartypod.com. I always mess that up. That's about it. You guys can go. You should definitely go onto our website, check it out, listen to a couple podcasts, leave us a comment, tell us what you think.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. Or harass the shit out of us, the normal internet stuff.
Or do like a you're wrong kind of thing, like that wasn't right. You guys shouldn't be talking about that. But anyway, that's what we do. That's how we do it. And this is when we do it. It is Sunday, May 6th already. Holy crap.
Yeah, this year is flying.
It's crazy. I can't understand it.
Yeah. Sucks.
We've been in Wyoming for about a half a year already.
Yeah, 5 months.
Can't fucking understand that.
Or I guess 4.
No, I guess we're into the
going
fifth
into
month.
the 5th, yeah.
It's crazy to think I just feel like we just got here. It's stupid to just think how fast time's going by. All I do is work.
Yeah.
Welcome to adult life. Fucking terrible, man. I'm getting sick. My throat hurts. I'm drinking tea.
I saw I think it was on Instagram. You had something about like
oh yeah,
X-ray your back.
Yeah.
What's the word on that?
Fucked up. I don't know. They couldn't see anything there. Apparently, I have some arthritis, man. My lower back.
Well, that sucks.
It's very, very minor. It's genetic. Nothing I can do about it. But I mean, that sucks. But that's not the issue. They want to get me back in for Murray, an MRI. So I'm gonna get back in there hopefully sooner rather than later, within the next 10 to 14 days, if insurance will cover it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Not cover it, or they'll allow it.
Yeah.
Without physical therapy first. I mean, how the fuck are you gonna get physical therapy if you don't know what the fuck's wrong?
It's a good question.
I digress. Yeah, I just thought it was a pretty cool picture, but yeah, I just want to understand what's going on. I don't want to continue to aggravate it if I can help it, but I also don't want to stop going to the gym. But they said it might be a stress fracture on something, or it could be a torn disc. So that would suck a bag of dicks. But
yeah,
hopefully it's nothing and it just needs rest and stretching. But I guess we'll see once I get the results. Actually, I'm more hoping it's a stress fracture than anything, because like they just said, you just rest and it'll fucking heal. So
yeah,
a disc thing is fucked. It's not good. So we'll see.
Besides that, what have you been up to?
Trying not to get sick.
That's always
throat
good.
Is on fire. I'm drinking some oolong tea. I don't think I've ever had oolong tea. It's pretty long.
Wasn't Ashley sick last weekend or something?
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know what the hell. I don't understand time.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know what I did last weekend.
Fair enough.
Besides, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just trying not to get sick. Drinking some tea. Could probably take some emergency, boost this immune system. Other than that, I've just been working as per usual. Playing some video games.
God of War.
Finished Breaking Bad.
Finally. Oh, it's about damn time.
Pretty good ending.
Yeah.
They kind of left it open. Kinda. I mean, he was. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the end of Breaking Bad,
it's like
that finished a half a decade ago.
I was gonna say.
They left it pretty open ended. He got. I guess he got shot there at the end with his little rig up system that he had, and then he just went into the fucking lab, which kind of showed who the guy was. He really enjoyed cooking meth, apparently.
Yeah,
because he spent his potentially last couple minutes on this earth, kind of walking through that gang's kind of meth lab area, and then proceeding to pass out or fall over or die, however that happened. But the cops got to him pretty quick. They probably could have saved him. So, just saying. Good, very good series.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those series haven't heard anyone say it got worse as it went.
No, definitely crescendoed and then stayed up high. So I really enjoyed watching that. It took us a long time, but
yeah,
whatever.
So we didn't binge. So you're gonna watch Ozark next, right?
No, we started Schitt's Creek.
Wow. Wait, what?
Schitt's Creek.
Never heard of
it. 3 seasons. It's pretty funny. It's a current show.
What is it on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. Eugene Levy, the dad from American Pie.
All right.
Him and his son's actually in the show. They both wrote it. It's pretty much, they were filthy rich, and their financial accountant or whatever didn't pay their taxes, so they got everything repossessed, and now they're fucking poor. But as a joke for his kid's birthday one year, he bought a town called Schitt's Creek, and since it's worth nothing, the government let them keep it, and that's where they're living now. So it's kind of following them through this endeavor. So it's pretty funny to see how these rich, spoiled ass brats are adapting to farm life town. It's pretty cool. Funny stuff. Good show. It's a quick show. It's only 20-minute episodes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's good. We killed 5 episodes last night.
Nice.
Because we're so awesome and so fun, and we do things on Saturday nights. We played Yahtzee and watched Netflix.
Hey.
Ew. I tried to stay up late to play more God of War and fell asleep in 15 minutes. So I was kind of upset because that's my hardcore gaming time from 11 to 3 in the morning. But I fell asleep at 11, 14.
Yeah.
So I was kind of pissed. But I got to play today.
Join the club.
Yep, that's what I've been playing. Exclusively, I've been playing God of War. And wow. Dude, wow. Holy wow.
Wow?
No, not wow. Kind of like Slackjawed a lot of times. The game is fucking. Oh God, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I'm running just a regular PS4, no Pro here, but I have a 4K TV with HDR, so I guess graphically it's probably a minimal difference at this point, but nothing that would make me go out and buy a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
However, I heard GameStop was doing some deal where if you trade in your PS4, they give you $150 a credit toward a PS4 Pro.
Worth it at this point though?
I'm thinking we got 2 years still before PS5 comes out.
So is it worth it? I mean,
that's kind of where I'm at. Well, fuck, it's been doing me fine up until this point. Might as well just stay fine.
Yeah, I was actually at work and talked to one guy that has a PS4. And I was telling him how I was thinking about getting I was looking for the God of War bundle, and he said how he thinks he's heard that PlayStation has been sending dev kits for the next console out to developers to start working on games, and it wouldn't surprise me because it's been almost 10 years. PS4 has been out.
1 week. Yeah. No, it hasn't been that long.
It's been close. I think next year it might be 10 years.
Holy shit. PS4 release date. Let's see. PS4 release date. November 15th, 2013.
Why did I think it was 10 years then? Because it's only been 5.
Nope. I think they go on a 7-year cycle, so I think 2020 would be about that time.
Sounds about right, because PS3 was 2006.
Yeah, so 2013, but then
And
then
PS2
again,
was 2000.
yeah, so they're on about a 7-year release. John Bull. PS4 Pro came out, I think.
Came out 2 years ago?
It was November 10th, 2016. So that's still new. It's still new, so whatever. It's not worth it for me to upgrade at this point. If I got 2 years left, those 2 years will fly by. I'd rather save the $200 and $250 and continue to just. I mean, I have the TV now to what it could. It's almost negligible, I think.
Yeah.
So whatever. But anyway, before I would like to do a spoiler-free, to not ruin it for you or anybody out there, review of some God of War stuff. I didn't beat the game yet, but I'm I hope I'm at least halfway through. But just want to go just to talk about it, because I can't talk about anybody else. I can't talk about Ashley. I have any friends out here. It's like, you're like the only person I'm talking to games, so
Oh.
you at least appreciate it. Anyway, so we'll get into that later. But what have you been up to, Mr. Matt?
Working.
You don't say. It's like we're adults or something.
Grinding in Dark Souls.
Yo, grinding.
Trying to get all the collectibles, and it's getting fucking ridiculous.
Is it hard?
It's just
Is it harder?
it's not even hard at this point. It's just tedious, because
Yeah.
hang on, I'm trying to.
Oh, I'm hanging. Don't worry. I'm just hanging.
So I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need. So, like I've mentioned before, in Dark Souls, there's Covenant, which is like multiplayer stuff that's usually based around.
Ugh.
And depending on the Covenant, it's like a different multiplayer aspect. Like, one is co-op, one is helping other people out if they get invaded, like other people's coming into the world to try and kill them. One is, or a couple are involved in going into other people's worlds and killing them. And it's like, so a good example, one I'm doing right now for the Covenant, called Watch Dogs of Farron, where essentially I have to collect these things called Wolf's Blood Swordgrass.
I mean, don't we all,
which
dude? I mean,
doesn't make sense if you don't play Dark Souls 3.
I
But
get
essentially,
paid from work in Wolf's Blood, Sawgrass.
but essentially, I need to get 30 of them to get a ring for winning the achievements. To get them, I either need to have the Covenant item equipped, which has its own slot for Covenant items, and it will automatically spawn me into someone's world if they are in a certain part of the game.
Okay.
Or they are dropped by certain enemies. But the drops are like, I don't know if they're rare or very rare, what they're considered. But let me put it this way. I've been grinding. I think I grinded for like 3 or 4 hours today to get them.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
I
Damn,
got,
man.
I think, 7 or 8.
Ooh.
And
okay.
I need 30.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I need, I think, 30.
grinding.
I need 30 Covenant items for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right now I have one of them done.
That sounds like it's going to take no time at all.
So I don't think I'm going to get it done before the remastered version gets released on PC for the original Dark Souls. But
Shit.
it's just like, before we even started recording tonight, I was just on Dark Souls, just killing the same 3 guys, just waiting for drops. and it's
Dude, I hate that.
I think
I hate
I
the loot drops. I mean, I like the loot drops, but like trying to grind out and get it. Ugh.
I roughly did the math in my head while I was doing it, and pretty much
Math is math your strong suit?
no, it's not.
Get a calculator, Matt.
I'm doing that right now.
Boosh.
In the past 2 days, I've killed roughly 158 guys to try and get this stuff, and I've gotten like 7 or 8, like I said.
Damn. I thought trying to grind out shit in like Borderlands to get the fucking legendary drops was hard. Jesus.
And this is one thing. Like, there's another covenant that I just finished earlier. Well, I didn't finish it yet. I need 30 of them, but I have to beat the game one more time, and I can find 2 of them just sitting around in the world, which is all I need.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time grinding out for these things.
Yeah.
But it was the same thing where like I killed like what's 500,000 divided by 12,000, where I killed about 41 guys, and that took me like, I think I've been grinding those guys for like a solid
Oh, you guys
6
heard
or
it here
7
first.
hours.
You guys heard it here first. Matt's grinding on guys.
You know
Boom.
it.
Damn.
So
I'll
yeah,
have to find
it's gonna be rough. I'm still just trying my hardest to get this stuff, and it's
Trying his hardest to grind on guys. Wow.
not worth it.
Damn,
Oh wait, hang on.
Boosh.
Hold
Boosh.
on. Hold the phone.
What? Hold the phone, guys.
Hold the phone.
I'm waiting.
So 2 of the shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Continue.
2 of the 6, I just realized I only need 10 covenant items, not
Okay.
30. So that actually makes it a little bit easier on
You're
me.
gonna get them tonight, probably, right?
Probably not tonight, but I can definitely get it within the next week.
That's good. That's good.
So that is. I'm glad I looked that up.
Yeah, glad you looked that up too.
Because I would have been annoyed if I grinded out 30 and realized I did not need 30.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been doing a lot of that.
You still need the 30 though
No, I don't.
to get the other ones.
Oh, well, it's all different items. So
Yeah. Oh, okay. Whatever. You'll get it done, dude.
yeah, I'll get there eventually. But what else have I been
Anyway,
doing?
yeah, I don't know. What else
Been
have you
playing
been
more
doing?
Ghost Recon, having
Ghost
fun
Recon?
shenanigans in that. And it's gotten to the point like me and my buddies will be playing, and like I'll just pull up OBS and just record the entire thing. Just so much random stuff happens in that game where it's like you're not ready for it, and it's just I think I have like 4 or 5 hours recorded so far. I'm just gonna have to go through one day and just cut out all the funny stuff and clip it
It's a big
together.
compilation.
Yeah, because it's just like the other day we were playing, and you can intimidate or interrogate like these guys to get information on like collectibles and stuff.
I do remember that. I played for a little bit. With my buddy Lewis.
And we were going to get the one guy, and my buddy was flying the helicopter. I don't remember what happened, but he like flew it into the building. The guy got alerted and started running away. The guy who was piloting died. So me and my other buddy were going to chase him down. My buddy gets gunned down then, and I'm trying to like kill everyone and I interrogate the guy, and he guns me down. So like our other buddy already was respawning, so it didn't reset the whole area. So we're just kind of sitting there down, waiting to be revived. And the guy we're chasing just runs down the road, like a couple 100 feet, gets in a car, and all of a sudden it just like does like a quick U-turn, like faster than any car should be able to. Like
Yeah.
even in
Just
real life or in video games,
Physics.
and then just shot off down the road. It was just,
Nice.
it was like, all right, like that was that I don't think that was supposed to happen, but it did, and just stuff like that happens. So I'm gonna have to sit down when I have time and actually look at it.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of funny shit just happens randomly, but I don't play online anymore. Funny, but cool fun fact about me. I think Ghost Recon was the first online shooter I've ever played, and it kind of got me into online gaming.
Like the old Ghost Recons.
Yeah. Yep.
I think
Yeah, I
I
used to be
played
a
one of them
sniper.
before this.
I used to snipe, and it was oddly satisfying to get like that kill marker, you know, that hit marker.
Yeah.
and get that kill. I was like, damn, this is fun. And then it spawned everything after that, like Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare and Battlefield, Bad Company. And oh my
Yup.
god, it was just a shit show
Um,
after that. But that's a fun fact.
Cool thing also, and this goes to Recon Wildlands, they had a free DLC where they added Predator into it.
Like Alien versus Predator.
Like, yeah, that Predator. And we didn't
Cool.
realize we were doing the mission at first until we started seeing like dead bodies hanging from trees, and started hearing like the Predator clicking in the background. We're like, that sounds a little suspicious. And
fuck.
then we ran into him, and he just wrecked our shit.
That's cool.
So we're
Did
gonna
your
have
shit pushed
to
in?
level up a little bit and go
Get
back to it
good.
later. Yeah,
Get good,
wait till we get
scrub.
better weapons and stuff, because we're kind of still early game. So we're probably approaching like 50%, maybe like 40% right now. So
I hope I'm kind of there in God of War, but then again, I hope I'm not, because I just want to keep playing it and discovering new things. It's so fucking good.
yeah,
But I guess another thing I did yesterday, we went down to Fort Collins, Colorado.
yeah. What'd you do down there?
Dude, we went to like a Cinco de Mayo festival.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Get drunk?
No, kind of
Oh,
beat.
wow.
Kind of beat. I drove, so I didn't drink anything.
All right, fair enough.
I tasted Ashley's IPA, so it was good.
You had an IPA on, or she had an IPA on Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
No margaritas.
No.
I am disappointed.
Whatever. Did you have margarita yesterday, Matt?
No, because I had work at 5 a.m. this morning.
Okay.
But I
whatever.
can guarantee you, if I went out to the bar last night, I would have had a margarita.
We went to the Forge pub and they didn't have margaritas. They had beers on draft.
Well, that's dumb.
Tell them that. Write them an angry letter.
Maybe I will.
Yeah. But anyway, I was there and I went to a comic shop
Yeah,
because I
I
wanted to
saw a
get
picture.
some posters. Yeah, I wanted to get some new posters, but I went in there. It was literally only comics.
Yeah.
Which was fucking cool, but I didn't even know where to look. There was a really old gentleman in there with his wife, which was kind of really sweet to see them. Like the wife was reading a comic and she would like ask the husband like, "Who is this?" And he'd be like, "Oh, that's the daughter, blah blah blah, fucking released in so many episodes." Like he knew his shit.
Yep.
So it was pretty cool to kind of hear that back and forth between them. But I wanted to buy. I text you like I wanted to buy some comics, but I had no idea where to start
Yep.
with anything. Like I wanted to get some Ant-Man stuff. Couldn't find anything for Ant-Man except Ant-Man Christmas. Didn't want a fucking Ant-Man Christmas comic.
I don't.
But they had an ass load of Squirrel Girl stuff, which I wanted to get, and I don't know why. I just like Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, you have a
Young
weird
Beetle, Squirrel
obsession
Girl.
with her.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's funny to me. There's a guy named Chipmunk Hunk.
I'm assuming that's a sidekick or partner.
Dude, hilarious. Is that not funny?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny, right?
Kind of funny.
Kind of funny. I mean, it's still funny. But yeah, like, where the fuck do I even start, dude? I know you're the
So-
comic guy. Like,
Here's what I do.
what do you do, Matt? What do you do, Matt?
A couple things you can do actually. One, I've done this before when I don't think I've done it recently, but I've done it for like some characters I kind of want to get into but don't know where to start. I think I did it with the Hulk, which I still haven't read too much of, but I literally found the subreddit for Hulk and just said, give me recommendations on good stuff on someone that like knows a little bit of the character, knows the background, but what are good comics? Where should I start? Stuff like that. And they'll respond like that. Go on like the Marvel, find a subreddit. Can either do that. I don't know if there's a Squirrel Girl subreddit per se.
Do people actually respond to you?
Depends how active the subreddit is.
Because I've commented on some stuff and some people just leave me high and dry. It kind of pisses me off.
I mean,
Like,
some people will.
okay,
Some people don't.
yeah, we know so much about this,
There is a
Marcus
Squirrel
knowledge, and then
Girl.
sure.
There is a Squirrel Girl subreddit with 126 subscribers. The newest post though is from 1 month ago.
Okay, not very active.
Yeah. But
Squirrel Girl.
something else I generally do if I am picking up comics on a character I don't know is I
Yeah.
try to either one, find the beginning of a certain story arc, which is basically just looking at the spines of the volumes and just look for number 1 at the bottom.
Mhm.
Generally I'll do that. Or if there isn't a number on the spine, usually that's kind of its own little story arc, and there may be stuff that they reference previous of that story arc, but like it can be its own story arc. A good example is a lot of the older Batman stuff doesn't have a volume number, whatever, because it was going for so long.
I noticed that. I sent you a whole shelf of Batman.
I feel like it's not until recent. I guess I can't say it's not until recently because there's a lot of like I have a whole Deadpool classic story arc where it goes by volume.
There was an ass load of Deadpool shit there. Deadpool and Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That stuff is relatively newer. But like a lot of older Batman stuff like doesn't have volume numbers. Like Batman Hush doesn't have a volume number on it. Like if you look on the very back of the volume and like somewhere on the bottom or in the middle, it will say contains like Batman issues number whatever to whatever. And sometimes you can kind of figure out where they are in the chronology of the hero and that.
Oh, who has the time?
But honestly, like I said, like Batman Hush, you don't need to know too much previous stuff. Like there's a little bit in it that references stuff that like is kind of important to know. But like a lot of it is also stuff that's like, if you're a Batman fan, you know that happened. So I go by that. And then there's also a lot of stuff where it's just kind of one-offs. It was just like 4 or 5 issues that they put into a volume. I think there is a Squirrel Girl.
Like a compendium kind of thing.
Not compendium, but
like collection.
I'm trying to think of the word. I just completely blanked.
You can do it, Matt. Just take a minute, take a deep breath, and remember the fucking word.
I don't remember where I was going with that, honestly. There's a Squirrel Girl, something.
Series.
There's a Squirrel Girl one-off. That's the word I'm looking for. Where she fights Thanos.
It wasn't that hard of a word to think of, but
yeah, I don't know why.
She beats Thanos, dude. She beats Thanos.
I feel like there was. I'd have to look it up. But like, there's stuff like
I
that.
think I saw that one. She's like the only person to beat Thanos.
Nah, she's not the only person, but she's one of the few.
The power to bore man to death.
Like a lot of Deadpool stuff I have, there's a lot of one-off Deadpool stuff I have. There's like Deadpool vs. Punisher, Deadpool vs. Thanos, Deadpool vs. Carnage. Like that's all one-off stuff. That's only like 4 or 5 issues.
Dude, I saw a very, very thick volume or whatever of Carnage with Venom and Spider-Man. I was really tempted to buy it. It wasn't. Dude, it was $55. It was like probably like 300 and some pages. It was fucking thick.
Yeah, I bet.
I really wanted to get it, but I was like, damn it. And it was like some kind of comic day or something, and he was giving out like free Venom posters.
Oh, yesterday was Free Comic Day.
Yeah. Fuck, I should have bought something. Fuck.
Well, I think it's not like, I think they have specific ones they give out.
Yeah, they do. But I mean, he was also giving away whatever comic he was giving away, and like a Venom poster.
You should have got it.
I should have. I mean, the Venom poster was pretty sick. It was just black poster with the 2 eyes and just a Venom underneath it. But
yeah,
pretty plain poster, but still pretty badass nonetheless.
But yeah, like I remember when I first started getting into comics 4 years ago. Like my sisters and my mom would like be like, "What do you want?" And by this point, my collection is so freaking big that like they can't just look at what I don't have, because it would be a
fucking chaos,
fucking binder of pages of what I have, and they'd have to take it and just scroll through and see what I have. But I used to tell them like, I would honestly sometimes give them just characters I haven't read much of, and just been like, if you're looking at this character, if there's a number at the bottom, make sure it's like a 1 or a 2, like at the lower numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have anything on them. Or if there's no number, you can get it for me. Like, odds are it's not related. It might be a one-off. So
Yep. That's cool. But okay, there's 3 reasons why I don't want to get into the comics right now. Reason 1, I don't know where the fuck to start, as I just mentioned. 2, I don't have the fucking money to put into a goddamn comic book collection, because dude, they were expensive.
So
like, even like small volumes, like $26. And
yeah,
like,
they can. Marvel also tends to be a lot more expensive than DC.
Yeah, I can tell the DC wall. There was 2 walls, of course, one side, the other side. Marvel has been picked through like a motherfucker, and the DC wall was like fully stocked.
Yeah. Marvel's seems to be more expensive than DC. I don't know if that's because Marvel has become a bigger name over the past 10 years.
And it's more popular.
But one thing, like, I still stand by this. 2 of my favorite comic book universes going on right now are both DC. Again, as I've admitted before, and I'll admit again, I'm more of a DC fan, but I will read
Johnny Quest.
Shut up.
No?
I will read my fair share of Marvel. But in DC, there's the Injustice series, which is amazing. I think there's
some games like that. There's some
yeah,
Injustice games.
There is the Injustice game that came out, and then it did a comic series on it.
Nice.
Which kind of told like the before the game of essentially how it came to be.
Makes sense.
And that was very well done. It's its own little universe, and it's still going after 6 or 7 years, I think.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. And I think you can get it's cool because the volumes, it says like Injustice, Gods Among Us, Year 1, Volume 1, or Year 2, gotcha. Volume 1, or Year 3, Volume 3, stuff like that. So it's a lot. It's really easy to keep track of like where you are in it. And then there's also the Earth 1 stuff of DC, which is relatively small in the collection.
Off DC's dick,
no.
Dude.
All right, first of all, it's a lot of origin stuff. It's all like early stuff in the heroes' careers, and it's like a relatively small collection right now. But it's the artwork for the most part is very well done, and the stories are pretty well done. So like if I had to tell someone like that was afraid because there's so much, I would go with that, because either 1, it's its own story arc. Like, you don't have like current story arcs where in Marvel or DC, like the current stuff with DC Rebirth, there's 8, 9, 10 different story arcs going on at once, which all kind of intertwine with each other at certain points. In Injustice, you are literally buying 1 volume. Everything you need to know is in that volume. There's nothing outside of it that's like they'll reference something. It's like, I don't know what they're talking about because I didn't read whatever volume 3. As long as you've read the previous stuff, you know what's going on.
You're set. Yeah.
Earth
cool.
1 is pretty much the same way right now also in DC, where since it's all relatively new stuff in that universe.
Yep.
They haven't met each other yet. There's no Justice League yet in that universe. All the heroes are by themselves. So as long as you are sticking with that character and start at 1 and work your way up, like, you know everything that's going on. So Marvel, it's a little tougher because I don't know if they have any stuff like that, like own separate little universes going on. Like, that's not quote unquote canon in the prime or main universe or whatever. But like I said, odds are if you find like a Squirrel Girl versus Thanos, like that's probably a one-off where it's not really related to anything. You don't need to know much.
Anyway, reason 3, I have no place to put the comics.
Yeah, I'm running out of place.
I have no fucking room.
I'm running out of room quickly.
I got a bookshelf here. It's like I was like 5 shelves. The bottom 2 are just shit, whatever random stuff, and the top 3 are almost full with books. So got no place to put them.
Gotta get a bookshelf for that case.
I have a bookshelf. I just told you.
Well, you need to get another one if you were.
I fucking rent an apartment. I'm not trying to fill this bastard up. I'll probably buy a house eventually, but
eventually,
when that time comes, yeah, maybe. But then again, there's the money factor. You just bought a fucking house, dude. But yeah,
I'm running out of room to put my stuff. Also,
it was just
it's
just daunting.
It's just piling up on my bureau next to me and my desk. Bureau. Drawers.
How
whatever.
Old are you?
Shut up.
My shifaloo is packed.
Yeah, it's just kind of slowly piling up, and I'm running out of spots.
The piles of comics on my Davenport are just so large they keep toppling over.
Okay, you can't see it right now, but I'm flipping you off.
Oh, I can't see it. So picture didn't happen.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway.
Speaking of comics, Avengers hit what 1 billion worldwide in 11 days.
In 11 days.
They're gonna hit 1 billion domestic without a doubt.
Could you imagine making $1 billion in 11 days?
No.
Me either. Could you imagine making $1 billion ever?
No,
me either.
1 day ago, Avengers, Forbes posted that Avengers Infinity War passes 400 million domestic 1 day ago.
Yeah.
So almost half of that is domestic.
Yeah, they have their Infinity War has second biggest second weekend ever domestically.
That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Did you see? Dude. I think it was on Ryan Reynolds'
picture here online.
Instagram of him asking to join the Avengers or something, and it was a picture from Tony Stark saying no, or a letter. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know if I'll be able to find it now. Probably won't be able to find it.
God damn it. Hold on. How much did it make the second weekend? Infinity War made 112.5 million this past weekend in its second weekend. Jesus Christ. The Force Awakens earned 149.2 million in its second weekend, which fucking trumps that. However, I think Infinity War just had the biggest opening weekend ever, right?
Yeah. I think it was just like I said before, it had such a huge audience, had such a big anticipation that it was.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out the Infinity War geek out that we talked about last week, go ahead and check out last week's podcast. But we're not really to revisit the movie here. But I'm still from people who just watched it and stuff. I'm still hearing that they're just like fucking floored by how awesome it was. And I'm just like, yep.
I might go see it again.
Cool.
I might go see it again later this week.
Yeah, I was thinking about
this
it,
weekend.
But I still want to see Soup Troops 2.
I don't care. I want to watch Infinity War again. Cause
I don't give a shit.
Like first time through, it was like I feel like I remember everything that happened, but at the same time, it was like a sensory overload type thing where there was just so much happening that like I feel like I had to forget stuff. So I want to go see it again. So that way, it's like I can more pick it apart and see little details. Hopefully,
yeah. So you can find something wrong with it and complain about it.
No, not even that. Just like I want to. All right, maybe a little bit
you do that.
A little bit
that a lot.
More. I want to see if I can find smaller Easter eggs that might not have been talked about too much yet.
Okay. This is my friend Tree.
Yeah.
That was a great line. I love that.
You understand him? Yeah, it was an elective on Asgard.
Yeah, it was elective.
I think that was a little underrated line right there.
Yeah. Same with the it's my friend Tree. I am Steve Rogers.
I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers.
That's a good line. This is my friend Tree. I'm Groot. That's hilarious. A lot of great perfectly timed comic relief in that movie.
Yeah. For sure.
Shit.
Still curious to see where they're gonna go after the whole Thanos story arc is done, though.
Dude, that's exactly what I said to Ashley when I was in that comic store. I was like, because I was thinking about this, like, where are they going to go once? I mean, they have to.
Can
defeat
think of a
Thanos,
couple.
so-
Can think of a couple ways, but like, it's gonna. Well, I guess they've been building Thanos for 6 years, 5 years, 6 years. It was the end
Yeah,
of the first
something like that.
Avengers we saw him.
Yeah, yeah. Fine, I'll do it myself.
No, that was
Something like
second
that.
Avengers.
Fuck. Okay.
First Avengers, he was just sitting in the chair, just kind of like looking
Yep.
menacingly
Okay.
and
Okay.
smiled. It was the second Avengers after Age of Ultron where he reaches in and grabs the gauntlet.
Okay. Yeah. Then he says, "I'll do it myself."
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But looking at all those comic books this weekend, like all the Marvel stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, they have a lot more they can do.
Yeah.
So
The issue
yeah.
they'll run into is rights. I think because Disney is slowly acquiring all entertainment media, they'll slowly, soon enough, not have a problem with it.
Yeah,
because
but, dude,
they just
can't-
acquired
they can't have
Fox,
a
right?
monopoly. I think so. Did you see? Did you see that meme on online with Mickey Mouse and the Gauntlet?
Yeah, and it had
like,
all
uh,
of
like
yeah.
Marvel Studios, Fox, and it just needs like Warner Brothers now. I just need
So
a Warner Brothers stone.
So this is what they could do. Since I believe they actually the deal they go through that they acquired Fox, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They have rights to Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they can,
which, as
do
we
you think
know,
they-
the past couple Fantastic Four movies have not been great.
and by past couple you mean everyone.
Past 3, the first one I don't think was that bad, but that was also at the time, and I don't know how old. But Fantastic Four has a villain, which I brought up before, Galactus, who is a kind of a big deal. He eats planets. Like you can't be more badass than that.
I mean, you can snap your fingers and kill half the universe.
He couldn't have done it without the gauntlet, though.
Yeah, but he can still do it.
So I could
That's not
see
what I'm
them.
getting at, Matt.
I'm just saying they could get over the next 5, 6, 7 years, build up for Galactus, have him be the next big bad guy. Just because he is supposedly really powerful. I haven't read anything that he's in. Well, I think he appeared briefly in some stuff I've read, but nothing where like he fights anyone.
Let me take a guess. That he's gonna want to eat Earth for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah,
And guess what? Let me take a random. He's gonna show up in New York City, for some way.
probably.
Just to get. It's not gonna show up in fucking Wichita, Kansas, or some bullshit. He's gonna go to New York City.
I mean, if he eats planets, I think he's just gonna kind of arrive at Earth. But yeah, it'll probably end up being at
He'll make some contact somehow in New
somehow.
York. Downtown Manhattan.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Not upstate New York. Nope. Not Buffalo. Nope.
Nope. Manhattan.
Yep. Whatever. That's if they'll do it. That's how they'll do it. But anyway, as I'm looking here about Infinity War surpassing 1.16 billion worldwide already, in the thumbnail, like the little tab on the side, I see God of War, 10 out of 10, masterpiece, IGN. I must agree, Matt. I must agree.
I want it.
I wish to fuck you had a goddamn PlayStation so we can just talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I wish you had a PC. But we can't all get what we want, can we?
I mean, I can get it. I just don't want to, and I have no place to put it. I don't have a desk, so it would be pointless for me to get a PC.
You don't need a desk. You literally just get a folding table.
Where am I going to put it? I'm looking at my tiny apartment. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it there? Nope. Can I put it there? Nope, can't put it there.
You literally don't have room for a 3 foot by 3 foot table.
No,
Wow.
I really don't.
Find that
Every
a little hard to
little
believe.
every little nook and cranny is like fucking packed with shit.
All right.
I'm not kidding. Unless we got rid of we have 2 chairs, 2 wouldn't call them love seats, but 2 little cushiony chairs in the extra bedroom that we can scrap or something, but I don't want to.
Fair enough.
And whatever.
Yo, all right.
But God of War is just so goddamn beautiful, dude.
I'm throwing you a curveball.
What?
So I've had this idea I've wanted to do for a while.
Am I not allowed to talk about God of War?
Oh, did you want to talk about it right now?
Oh, I can talk about it in depth without spoiling it for you.
All right, let me
can't get it.
You
can't even get it.
Let me throw you this curveball real quick.
Let me curveball.
I don't think it will be more than like 10 minutes. It's an idea I've wanted to do for a while, but it's like just finding that person.
I'm timing
Excuse me. And this, all right. So as I've been saying, shut up. As I've been saying for the past, since we started this podcast, Dark Souls remastered version comes out later this month.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a race with you in that game.
Nope.
But
that's so not fair.
No. Hear me out on this.
Fair.
Hear me out on this.
Hey, I've beaten the game 15 times. I want you to play for the first time, and then it's a race.
No, I'm putting stipulations on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I can only equip 2 weapons on my fists.
That's not.
And they're essentially boxing gloves.
Not even fair.
Can't use armor.
Not even fair.
No?
Dude, you've beaten the game how many times? 15 times? So you know the weak points of enemies. You know how to beat these enemies. You know X, Y, Z. You know where to go. You know the path to go. You know what to follow. I don't know shit. It's not fair.
This is why I want to do it. I want to see how much.
Dude, you know the exact sequence of paths to follow, because you just mentioned like, oh, I can't go to that place first. You have to go to this area first to get back to this place. You need some. You know all that stuff. That's not fair. Not fair. Fine. We have to do it with a game that we both haven't played. You know what I'm saying?
Have you played Crash yet? No, you played. You haven't played Crash at all.
I've played the shit out of them when I was younger, but I haven't played the remastered version yet, the Insane Trilogy.
Well, the remastered is just
haven't gotten it yet.
Remake. All right,
I'm just saying I haven't played the game since like 2010, 8.
We'll have to find a game. I want to race you in something.
Yeah, God of War, so good.
I want to race you in something.
Get PS4.
Why do I have to get a PS4 for that?
Let's do a race in Spider-Man. Oh wait, you couldn't even get it if it came out. Weird.
Again, that's one of the reasons I'm thinking about getting a PS4, bro.
Let's do a race with Last of Us. Oh wait, you can't do that. Let's do a race with Detroit Become Human. Yo wait, you can't do that.
Really, we gonna play that game? Gonna play that game?
Yup.
Gonna play that game?
Yup. The only reason why I get a PC is for like some backwards compatible, like not even like to just play old games.
Like how I can play the original Doom if I wanted to.
I wouldn't play that, but yeah, sure. Like you can play Portal and Portal 2, like stuff like that.
Yup.
Yeah. Yep. Wish I could do that, but I can't, so I won't. But whatever.
All right, God of War.
Suck a dick, man. Hey, oh, what? Yeah. God of War. Where do I start? Oh, Jesus. Probably one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while.
Hands down. It's beautiful. Do you know it's shot in one camera position the whole time to go over shoulder that doesn't break at all. There's no loading screens and nothing.
That's what I've heard. I remember seeing it even from like the main menu. It just kind of like goes right into the game. Yeah,
it goes right. There's like no loading screen. Just kind of segues right into him, and it's just one shot the entire time. It's probably the closest, or it is the closest I've ever got to like playing, quote unquote, playing a movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no stop. You can just pick up kind of wherever you want, and it just continues and continue. It's fucking awesome. The graphics are amazing. The character and the character development is pretty fucking awesome. The armor you can get, the enchantments for the weapons you can get, it's insane. But the story kind of follows, of course, Kratos and his son now, Atreus, and kind of just it follows their development through their endeavor that they're trying to accomplish. I'm not gonna say what that is, of course, but it's just I just really like the way the combat is. I've never played a game that's this like, how do I want to say it? It's so streamlined. Um, Everything just works. Like I like the ranged attacks. I like what you can do. Like you can throw your axe, and like once you throw it, you can be attack. Like something I found out today, you can be attacking with your axe as you run in on the same guy and just start beating the hell out of him with your fists and like kick him and shit. It's fucking cool. You can get these are light runic attacks and heavy runic attacks, and it's kind of like runic ability is like some kind of like your elemental and kind of magic chance, I guess you can say. You can like freeze time a little bit. It's pretty fucking cool what you can do while you're doing that. So as you move forward, like the first couple major fights, it kind of feels like the fighting would get stale after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same moves over and over. But once you start like getting XP and like hack silver and stuff, you can hack silver is like the currency in the game. You can really upgrade your fighting abilities and runic attacks and make them more powerful and more elemental. It really changes the dynamic of every fight. And every enemy, they've really designed them to be completely different, so you have to fight them a different way. You can't just go in every time and just whip your axe at the same guy from like fucking 50 yards away. You keep whipping it. You have to like sometimes some guys you have to get up and close. You have to fight them with your fists. Other guys you can only fight them with your axe elemental power. It's fucking cool. And the new element with Atreus, he has a bow and arrow. So like you can upgrade his bow with like, you know, his quiver can hold more arrows. He can do some crazy elemental damage. He can his firing rate can be crazily increased. It's fun, dude. It's really fun. Like some games, you ever go like I don't know how if you like is with Dark Souls. You ever go into a fight and you're like, fuck, like I don't want to fight this guy. It's just gonna be so boring. And like I don't know. Like I've fought this guy before. You know, I've fought this kind of monster before. Like, but every time you fight any kind of enemy, Atreus writes in his bestiary. It's kind of like a little journal he keeps, and he kind of writes down tips after every time you beat somebody. And if you encounter the same guy twice, like the same kind of enemy twice, he'll do a new entry. He'll do this, and like he'll give you a little tip on how to beat him, or like what he sees to like kind of give you like a little edge in the fight. And it's really cool too when you're playing with Atreus. Like you know how some companions are just bullshit in some games.
Yeah.
Like in Fallout 4, like some companions didn't do shit.
Yep.
But except carry things. In this game, like Atreus he's fucking helpful, man. Like if you're fighting a group of people, and it's not like most games either, like where there's 5 guys, one guy comes at you and fights you, and you fight the one guy, and then another guy. You know, they all attack you from every angle at any time. You have a little arrow behind you or whatever that kind of points in the direction of where you're going. But Atreus will like yell out like, "Oh, on your left, like on your right, like look up above, like watch out." And it's actually really helpful because half the time you're not really paying attention to the, you know, whatever your battle indicator is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really fucking helpful to hear him say that and then just do a quick dodge, do this and that thing. But it's really cool. I think he really adds to the gameplay. Dude, and just like there's some serious moments in the game, of course, but the game's actually really funny, surprisingly. A lot of good comic relief from everybody. Like even when Kratos it doesn't seem like he wants to be funny. Like it's just the thing he says.
Yeah.
It's to me it's fucking funny. But there's these 2 blacksmiths in the game. They always show up at the perfect moment. Like you'll be just like, oh fuck, you just got done beating some crazy ass dude, and then all of a sudden you get some crazy shit, crazy loot, whatever, and he's there, and you can upgrade your shit, and it's pretty cool because their timing is awesome, and they're really fucking funny because you can just kind of go up to him and you can either just upgrade your shit and go away, or you can like just talk to him about shit that's happened in the game, and they'll just know because they're everywhere.
I'm guessing it's scripted for them to show up, or is it random? Do you know?
It's scripted,
That's what I figured.
but they show up so frequently that like sometimes you didn't even acquire new things to upgrade anything yet, so they're just kind of there to talk to, and the shit they say, they're funny as fuck. Because I don't know if I want to spoil it. The two they used to like work together, and now they don't. So
All right.
it's funny how they kind of give each other shit the whole time. It's a good banter. But the one dude, the dwarves, he's so inappropriate around Atreus because he's like 10 years old or 10 or 11 or 12, something like that, 10 or 12. The shit the dude says is just so inappropriate, and you can just tell Kratos doesn't like it. But yeah, dude, it's such a good game. The environment is beautiful. Graphics are amazing. The puzzles in the game, it's actually really rewarding. Like you kind of have to use your axe to freeze some stuff at some point to be able to cross a certain bridge at a time. It's you gotta like sometimes hit 3 bells with your axe or something to unlock something else, and it's just really rewarding once you complete that and like you finally open up whatever you need to open up and collect what you need to collect. It's a very fun thing, and they're never like I've never wasted more than like 5 or 10 minutes looking to beat something or find something or collect something or hit something. So they're not too challenging, but they're just really fun. And just looking for shit in the game, it's never boring.
That's good.
Some games, as you said, it's a grind. You have to like get this here, get that there. But every area you unlock is it's a new point in your map, and once you go to that point, like it'll tell you what you've collected so far at that location. So you know how much completion percentage you have done there. So it's not like some games I go on to, like when I want to like get a platinum or something, or I want to collect all these things. You have to like go online, kind of. I do to like see like, oh, how many of these things are in this location, and then you find that out. Like, but this just kind of tells you straight up. But if you haven't discovered that thing yet, it'll still say undiscovered. So it's fucking great, dude. You got to get a PlayStation. You have to play it so we can talk about it more in depth. But
I'm looking, dude, man. Ari,
it's not an easy game. Like even on like normal mode, it's fucking challenging.
That's
you go
what I've heard.
And you beat some of these guys, and like because when you first start out a fight with a new enemy that you haven't played before, like you have no idea kind of what tactic you have to use. Some guys have crazy ass armor that you can't penetrate with an axe, so you have to get up close and fight them. Like some people like disappear. Like everything, it's always different, and they're always changing. And like some like the main bosses are super fucking difficult. Like you have to figure out a certain way to beat them. And I'm guessing that's how it is in Dark Souls. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of have to learn movesets and.
Yep. You got to upgrade your moves so like you can be more powerful against them. You can get more damage. Like that's one cool thing too. You can get like armor. You can get new axe pommels and talismans and enchantments and stuff like that. Like different wrist armor and waist armor, chest armor, and it's all upgradable.
Yep.
It's fucking awesome. The way you can build your character, and it looks so sick. It's some of the coolest skins on like a character I've ever seen. Like the upgraded axe right now, like my axe is fucking badass, dude. It's like gold and trimmed and stuff. It's really freaking cool. I'm enjoying this game more than I've enjoyed playing almost any game ever. Besides, the only thing that it can compare to is The Last. And some people are actually like comparing the two, like, oh, it's similar to The Last of Us. The only thing that's like the same is that it's like 2 people going through it.
Yeah.
That's about it. Everything else is completely different. But the Norse mythology is fucking cool. I met some guy in the game, not gonna tell you who, not gonna tell you how, but when you're going from place to place with Atreus, like he tells stories of like Norse mythology, and it's fucking funny, dude. It's fun to hear it. And the way he tells it and like the way Atreus interacts with this guy, it's fucking cool. it's interesting to learn this stuff because I mean, they reference Ragnarok all the time and how Thor did this to that person and like staved off this and that. It's great. It's I don't know how far in the game I am. I don't want to check. I don't want to get spoiled at all, but I just don't want it to end.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
feel
doing
you.
like what's up?
I feel you on that.
You there?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh, anyway.
You might cut out.
Where was I? Yeah, I don't know. Like side quests in the game, they're not called side quests, they're called favors, which I think it's kind of cool. Like, do you want like pretty much like, do you want to do this guy a favor? Nah, fuck it, I'll come back to it. Or like, yeah, I'll do you a favor. Like, they're pretty cool too. You can, dude, you can. I want to say stuff, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But especially you, I don't want to ruin it. But you can travel to some cool places via a cool method. That's all I'm going to say. And it's really rewarding to do so. There's a little fast travel element in the game, but you can't do it all the time. It's only in certain places, which is kind of cool because I remember in fucking Fallout, I would just fast travel everywhere and it was kind of ruined like the exploration aspect of the game. So in this game, you just kind of exploring the world is fun, rewarding, challenging, and interesting. I love it. It's a great game. 10 out of 10 in my book.
That's what I've heard from multiple sources.
Yep. I guess I don't know if I'm really missing anything there, but just the way you upgrade your dude and make him more powerful and get these new moves, it's just so badass to see him wreck somebody and like building up stun damage and like just going up and doing a stun attack on someone. It's just so brutal. It's like it's just his primal rage. He hasn't calmed down at all from, I guess, past games. He's still angry and pissed off for whatever fucking reason, but it's just so rewarding just to smash a fucking dude into a wall or just like slam him on the ground 17 times in a row. But he's been dead. You're just still slamming him. He's dead. But,
Sure he's dead?
yeah.
Alright.
Pretty sure he's dead. But anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting and raving, and hopefully I'll eventually start spoiling some shit. So I'll stop talking about it. But if anybody, I don't know why you'd be on the fence if you have a PlayStation, but I would suggest getting it. And even for you, dude, I know you don't even have a PlayStation, but this is one of those games that would like kind of push me over the edge to think about pulling the trigger and getting a PS4 along with.
Yeah, there's. I've listed them
so many other
before.
Yep.
I'm not gonna list them now, but there are many games that have.
Detroit Become Human just came out. I heard that's getting some pretty good reviews, so might pick that up after this. Play some of that. But I digress. Long story short, God of War is absolutely a masterpiece. I wouldn't say perfect, but close. Close to it. Anyway, I digress.
Do you digress though?
I do. I think I do. Want to talk about some Red Dead stuff?
Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit.
Let's delve into some Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know why the fuck I just did that.
I mean, I watched the trailer, the most recent one that came out.
Just now, because I sent it to you.
Yeah, I mean, you sent me a text or something when it first came out. I just never watched it.
Yep.
But I'm excited for it.
Excuse me.
I didn't see it being advertised for a PC release though, so it might be something.
God of War. Game of the year. Yeah, I didn't see anything else crazy, but
That might be another thing that causes me to kind of lean towards PS4 if they don't know.
why? Oh yeah, they're probably not gonna release Red Dead Redemption 2 for PC for a while.
I mean, they never did the first one,
Well, there you go. You're fucked.
so
They did with GTA though, so I think they might. Know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think they. That's a pretty big audience of people and fans that would pay them good money to play the game. I think it'd be in their best interest to do so. Dude, only 3 trailers have been released already, and people are fucking choosing it for the game of the year already. That's ballsy.
For Red Dead?
Yep.
It's not even out. You can't.
I know. People like what? It's fucking crazy. People are saying it's going to be game of the year. It's got to be game of the year. It's the most just because it's the most anticipated doesn't mean it's going to be the game of the fucking year.
Yeah, No Man's Sky was most anticipated the year it came out, and look how that was on release. Yeah.
Granted, I do like No Man's Sky a lot. I just like
Game of the Year edition though.
Oh fuck no.
Yeah.
I do like No Man's Sky. I do like visiting new planets, like uploading discoveries and
that's
shit.
That's not the point.
But it's not Game of the Year worthy.
Exactly.
By
and when it was released, it was much
Garbage.
worse and a shit game.
Yes, true. Because I'm playing it right now,
especially for all the hype that was behind it.
Yeah. Because that was in development for a while, right?
I don't know how long, but it had a lot of hype behind it.
A lot of hype. But granted, I've been playing it with the fucking three major updates they have to it. So I'm a little biased in saying it's good because I'm playing it with its most recent additions. Anyway, what do we know about Red Dead 2, Matt?
So, takes place before the first one. I do know that.
It is a prequel, yes. Takes place in 1899. The first Red Dead Redemption took place in 1911.
And I'm actually... So, it looked like you got a couple shots of John Marston, who is the protagonist in the first one.
It looks like he's in...
It looks like you get a couple shots. I hope you get to play as him again. Because the story they're going off of... Well, the story they're doing in general, I'm excited because they referenced it a lot in the first game. And it kind of ties into a big part of the story in the first game. So I'm excited to see this whole story unfold. Thing I'm concerned about, though, is I'm not seeing the voice actor who did the original John Marston reprising his role. And actually, because I remember a while back I saw a video, the guy who did the original voice for John Marston, he wasn't a voice actor, or like he was just some, like, I remember seeing a video. He was just like some farmer in the Midwest or something. Like I pulled up his IMDb right now. He has 6 actor credits between 2006 and 2013. Like he just. And two of them are Red Dead Redemption and
Red Dead Nightmare.
Yeah, the Undead Nightmare.
Yep. I want to fucking play that, dude. I haven't played it yet.
So, I kind of wish they were bringing him back because he just has that distinct voice.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing who's. I don't know if it says. I guess
like Arthur Morgan, the new protagonist in Red Dead Redemption 2. Do you know?
I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, please do.
Arthur Morgan, voice actor. Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown, what a great name. That should have been the name for the game.
Who I think it is?
I don't know. You tell me.
Not who I thought it was. Wait.
Never is. Wait. No. Wait.
It's not. It's not who I thought it was. But he does look familiar. Why do I know you?
I don't know. But was the Vanderlyn gang referenced in Red Dead Redemption?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it was.
I do not remember that. Dude, I only played, as I mentioned, the fucking first third of the game, and then I just started robbing trains and killing cows and stuff. So I never beat the game, and fucking PlayStation, you're awesome, but you suck at the same time for not making backwards compatibility a thing, or else I would have beaten that game already. But I don't want to pay for PlayStation now when I'm already playing for PlayStation like Plus, the online service, which I haven't even been using because I've been playing like Horizon, God of War, fucking other things that don't require it.
So Clancy Morgan is. I recognize a lot of stuff he's been in.
Let me look this guy up. Mr. Clancy.
When you see his voice, you'll recognize his face. Or when you see his face.
When I see his voice, man. His voice.
But like he's been in like Shawshank Redemption, Highlander, Finding Nemo, a short movie for Finding Nemo maybe. He was Parallax in the Green Lantern movie. Some SpongeBob movies.
Green Lantern movie.
He was in Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
Wait, oh, he might have been the dude in the very beginning, maybe?
Wait.
Surtur. Surtur. Fictional demon that appears in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Based on a fire giant from Norse mythology. Yeah. So I think he was the fire dude in the beginning of Ragnarok. He did that voice.
Oh, shit.
I'm sure that voice was altered on a computer in some way to make it more demonic, but...
Dude, that's what I'm thinking about the dude from God of War. That guy has a deep motherfucking voice. It's crazy. Have you heard any of Kratos' voice in the new one? Because this is a new actor.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Because I've actually watched some of the motion capture stuff as they're doing the voice. Like, I think it's his actual voice, and this voice is fucking deep. Jesus. Anyway.
Jesus.
Oh, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I know this guy. Anyway,
he's in
cool.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Fucking cool.
He was Cortex in the original Bandicoot.
No way.
Apparently he was Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob also.
That's fucking awesome.
So
it's crazy to think, like, I never put this shit together until I actually just sit down.
Oh, have you ever seen the pictures of
he's
like
the Flubber?
Haven't you seen like the voice actor pictures of like the voice actor and then like all the characters they play?
No.
I'll have to find some and send them to you because it's like it shows the picture and then it just shows like 10 to 15 characters that they voice act for, and it's just like you wouldn't guess like this person did all these voices.
Gotcha.
Like one thing that comes to mind, who's the guy that did Bugs Bunny voice?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
Was it Mel Blanc? Or did he? Yeah. Who did Mel Blanc voice act? Do the voices of?
I have no idea.
Trying to find.
We're getting off on a tangent here, as we usually do.
Trying to find this. But one thing I know that a lot of people give Mel Blanc for credit for, because he did the voices of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Here it is. So Mel Blanc did Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Tweety, Sylvester, Speedy Gonzales, Yosemite Sam, Foghorn Leghorn, Wally Coyote, Barney Rubble, Dino, I guess more.
I would just call like my family members and just fuck with them if I was able to do that many voices.
Well, here's one thing I've heard about him, and I've heard voice actors and just actors like give him credit for being the only person they know that can do this. Is like I said, he did Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and at times, I guess during the cartoons, there'd be times where the characters would imitate each other. And he was able to get a distinct voice of Daffy Duck imitating Bugs and Bugs imitating Daffy, but they wouldn't sound the same.
That's crazy.
He was able to do the voices in such a distinct way that Daffy imitating Bugs sound different from Bugs imitating Daffy. And it was just one of those things where people credit him. They're like, we don't know how he did it. Like, usually if people try to combine voices, it's going to sound the same both ways, but somehow he was able to do it differently.
Did he recently pass away?
89.
Never mind.
So almost 30 years.
Before I was even born.
But that
crazy.
81 years old when he died, it looks like.
That's good. Good for him.
So
Good for him.
he was around for a while.
So we're gonna circle back. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, no.
Excited. Might
Yep.
be another pushing point for me to get a PS4. We'll see.
Yeah, that was a large tangent just for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, if it doesn't come out for PC, you have to get one. And then if so, you have a major backlog of games to
I
play.
know, and I'm not gonna have the money for that.
So apparently, this game again, you follow Arthur Morgan and the Vanderlide gang after a robbery goes bad in the town of Blackwater. So I guess federal agents are going to be tracking you down with one of the best bounty hunters in the nation. This is from Polygon. The gang must rob, steal, and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. That sounds like it's gonna be a fucking great game. Just like going to a place like shit, we need more money or we need some food and shit, and just rob the place, and then just continue to be on the run. But it kind of leads to like how it might end, a little bit. You can't do that forever. But that'll be pretty badass to see these guys in this gang go through just fucking murdering their way across the American West.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited because I'm pretty sure this is like a big backstory for the first game.
Yeah, and
so
fuck, should I play this first?
No, I would say try and play the first one first still.
I'll have to sign up for PlayStation fucking now.
Mainly because I think you'll the second.
What do you think?
The second game will have more emotional meaning to you after you play the first game.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
So, anything more on the story? No. Other than what's been shown in the trailer so far, this analysis breaks down the latest one. Okay, so they don't really lend too much more on the story here, but they just kind of reference the first 3 trailers, which are pretty good to kind of give you indication of where they're going with the game. But I think it's just pretty cool to see the first guy, John Marston, in the trailer, the third trailer here, as like Arthur Morgan's looking at the door and like the dude has a nice knife up to his throat or up to his whatever head. It seems pretty cool that they're gonna bring him in, and I don't think you're gonna be able to play as him, but it'd be cool to like play alongside him. Yeah, no,
yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun. I'm excited.
We got 6 months. We got 6 months to figure it out, but the game looks pretty. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, don't you know? I think it's gonna
yeah.
be probably one of the best graphically. That's just a product of when it's gonna be released. They have more to work with, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. God of War, like, how are they gonna make games better than these?
they'll find a way.
You know what I mean? God damn it!
I mean,
you have to be like some kind of holographic bullshit, and you'll like be immersed into the game or somehow.
well, I mean, just think back, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360 era. Where you're like, oh my god, these graphics are amazing. Now you go back to it, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, but then again, did you see these graphics now? Like, how much better can they really get? You know what I mean?
I'm sure they'll find a way. Okay. I mean, after 4K, it's what? 8K? Whatever. They're going to keep upping it somehow.
Yeah, just to sell more shit. There's going to be no difference. Just buy this new TV for $6,000.
Yep.
It's 1 more K. Okay.
Okay.
Fine, Samsung. You got me. But, dude, October is gonna be a crazy month. I'm signing up to take. I think I'm signing up to take my professional geologist license exam October.
Oh yeah.
And that'll be October 5th. So it'll be pretty fucking cool if I just get that. Hopefully, quote unquote, pass it. I hope I fucking pass it, man. But that'd be cool to pass that, get that over with, and then at the end of the month be able to hop on a new game and spend time with that rather than the study. It'd be nice.
Yeah, would it?
It'd be nice. I think it would, man. I think it would. It really would.
Would it though?
But yeah, so this game's a prequel. How do you think they're gonna tie in the story between 1 and 2?
Huh?
How do you think they're gonna for Red Dead? How do you think they're gonna tie in that story for 1 and 2? Any thoughts?
I know how, but I don't.
You do know how?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's on my mic.
And it kind of explains it honestly in the first half of the first game.
Oh, well, okay. Well, never mind. Fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I honestly think you should play the first game first, because it
first
gives you that emotional attachment, and
Okay.
then it describes kind of the events in the second game vaguely enough that's like, I want to know more about this.
Okay. All right,
And
I'll have to do that.
yeah, just play the first game first.
Okay. Oh God, I'm tired. What the fuck?
Also, I don't know how this popped into my head. But going back to Infinity War very briefly,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I found amazing during the movie is there's I don't want to say cameo, but there's a character who appears, who was from the Incredible Hulk movie in 2008 with Edward Norton. That
Who?
So what was his role's name? Thunderbolt Ross, like the general. He appears when I'm trying to think of a way to word this without spoiling it too much. When you see
We spoiled the shit out of the movie in the last podcast, so fucking go ahead.
when what's his name, Rhodey, he's in the Avengers head tower and he's like talking to the hologram people,
Yeah.
like the general that he's talking to.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I completely forgot that that was the same actor as the actor in Incredible Hulk, and apparently he appeared in Civil
trying to kill
War
him?
also.
Huh.
So
Yeah, I mean that just makes sense. He's been the guy doing it. He's
Well,
that general.
I just think it's cool that like between Incredible Hulk and Civil War was 8 years, and they brought him back.
Yeah, still brought him back.
Like they didn't bother to just use some other random actor or something. Because I think, spoiler alert for the next 10 seconds, they did that with Red Skull in Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different voice actor.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
It was. I looked it up. It was some guy from The Walking Dead did it.
Yeah, fuck The Walking Dead.
But yeah,
Lame.
I mean, they could have easily used a different voice actor for that character, and they didn't.
Yeah, but it's been so long, no one fucking remember really.
Yeah,
But yeah, dude.
but
More of a tangent. That's what we do, though.
yeah, I don't know how that popped into my head necessarily, but it did.
Yeah, so I'm reading here again. On I guess I don't even know. It's like this is Forbes or something. But that people again, it's going to be a hell of a contest for Game of the Year in 2018. An early contender, God of War, is going to run smack into Red Dead Redemption 2 come fall. Like, what if it flops? I mean, it's not gonna flop. It's never. Rockstar's not
I
gonna put out
don't.
a game that's gonna be a piece of shit. But everybody just fucking assuming it's gonna be Game of the Year. It just kind of irks me.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. But yeah, it's. You think it's gonna have a photo mode? Red Dead 2?
Wouldn't surprise me.
That'd be pretty cool.
Be interesting though.
Yeah, playing as Arthur Morgan and the member of Dutch's gang. The screen feature here shows a gunplay, horseback riding, relaxation. You can. I wonder if you can have fires, like you can just light fires and shit. I think they made that evident in the first trailer.
I don't know. I don't know.
You think you can get your own buggy, like horse and buggy kind of thing?
Like we said before, I'm sure it will be like a horse system, kind of like the last one, where like this horse is better than this horse, and
Yeah.
so on. And if they do have online multiplayer, they'll find a way to get microtransactions out of that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you? As I'm reading here, like I'm curious. They write in Forbes. I'm curious if Red Dead 2 might be strong enough to outsell Black Ops 4 this fall, which seems like a daunting but not entirely implausible prospect. Dude, I think it's gonna outsell it in fucking tenfold. Not tenfold, but I think it's gonna outsell the shit out of Black Ops 4.
I think it might beat it, but I don't know by how much.
I don't know. I think it's gonna beat it by a long shot.
I don't know. Because I also feel like Red Dead also kind of had like I don't want to say a cult following, but not nearly as big of a following as, any GTA or anything like that.
I guess Call of Duty game. Dude, Call of Duty's...
I don't know.
It's just falling off for me. It's the same game, just reskinned over and over and over and over.
Could say the same thing about Battlefield, couldn't you?
No.
How?
Battlefield
How?
1 was fucking revolutionary.
Different guns, different maps. It's all different skins. How is it not the same game, just different skins?
I don't know. They just do it better.
That's not what I'm asking.
I just think Call of Duty literally just fucking the map's so small. The same fucking thing. There's like one little building in the center, and you run around. And you fucking
Yeah, but you
hang
see,
out the window, snipe somebody, or throw a grenade up there. You know the maps. Like
that's not what I'm asking though. I'm not asking how it's better. I'm asking how it's. Battlefield 3 is different from Battlefield 4, which is different from Battlefield 1.
I don't know, but I think Battlefield 1 is completely different from 3 and 4, though. And it's right. I mean, even graphically and just I don't know, just the way they fucking do it. It was amazing. I put a lot of time into that game because it was just so beautiful. But that's just a credit to new gen consoles like do now. But I understand what you're saying. I get it. I think it just, I don't know. For me, I like Battlefield better. It's just bias.
Yeah, but in my opinion, Battlefield 1 is just Battlefield 4 reskinned with different guns, different maps.
And
which is what you're saying about Call of Duty.
Time. Yeah, whatever.
What do you mean 100 years worth of time?
I mean, Battlefield 4 was like modern.
Yeah,
Battlefield
but
1 was sweet because World War One never really been done like this. It's been done, but it's not like this.
Yeah, but it's just reskinned guns.
Yep.
Like I'm sure if you were to take the model of the gun like in code, it's literally just like a line with a skin wrapped around it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And same with the players, the characters.
Could be said for any game then. Right?
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Video games are great.
Yeah, you're right.
I just think I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know.
The way the bomber planes and shit, you can like get different kinds of like attack planes and bomber planes and like scout shit in Battlefield 1 and stuff. Like they at least change that a little bit.
Could they?
Because I remember in Battlefield 3, they really only had like the jet and like the helicopter and stuff. And I don't know. It was just, it seemed like they just added more. But it is this, I guess, just the same thing, just same engine, game engine, just fucking different code. It's all the same, so says Matt. It's all the same. Man, I'm looking at some screenshots here. Red Dead 2 it looks fucking beautiful. Looks like actual pictures of people like hunting deer and like outside in the fucking pasture. It's sweet. Cool shit. But we'll
right.
talk more about that when more stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anyway. Is there anything else you think you want to touch
I'm just
on?
rambling.
Yeah, I was gonna say we started to ramble a little bit, and I wasn't sure.
Yep. Yeah. No, fuck that. We should be done.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, Guy Party Podcast, everybody. Follow us, maybe Instagram, Guy_Party_pod. Go on our website, guypartypod.com. Leave a comment, listen to the audio versions, and do whatever. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, and have a great week.
Bye.
Peace.